Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back to the Cool Cat Gang, or if you're just joining us in, welcome on in. We have a fantastic 70-star open match for you today. My name is BL Juggler, and I am joined in the booth by commentary and tech guru wizard Seren Mew. Seren, would you like to say a few words?
Hello. That's more than two. That's more than three. Wow, that's a lot of words. That's more than a few. Sorry.
A lot of words. Drake's in the chat for Seren Mew. Very good. We have a fantastic matchup for you today. We have bdef and BillyLJ in the booth today. We're going to have some pre-match interviews just from BillyLJ today. BillyLJ, are you in the booth?
I'm in the booth.
Hello, Billy. How are you today? How are you feeling about today's race?
Excited. I've not done a race in a while, but I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty nervous. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just hoping for as few meltdowns as possible in as few stages as possible.
Well, very, very good. Just take a deep breath. Remember, it's all about having fun and just relax. It's all about having fun, but it's all good. And we do have bdef. bdef. Sorry, he's opting not to do a race. He's opting not to do a race interview today because he's not feeling too well. He's got a little bit of a frog in his throat today, so got to be passing on that interview today. Yeah, I think Seren, we're running a bit behind schedule, so should we just get things started?
Oh yeah. I mean, I expect to be behind schedule, so it's all good. We're doing good. we planned for this.
Amazing. Okay, good. So runners, if you could ready up your race time lobbies and start your countdowns. And let's get this race started. While their countdowns are counting down, I just wanted to get a plug for the commentators, a plug for the runners. Please do also follow the channel. If you click that little heart below your video player, you can follow the channel. It makes a big help to the Cool Cat Gang. And also, if you're interested in 70-star at all, we do have a 70-star league starting on the first weekend of February. We have a crowdfund going on Matcherino. If we get an exclamation point 70 league as well in the chat, all the information will be in that link. Okay, let's get this race off to a good start.
That was like a whole sentence right there. That was sick. That was like every plug needed. We don't even have to talk for the rest of the thing. We can just sit here.
You gotta get those plugs out.
But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we got two juggernauts to the scene here. We got bdef, we got BillyLJ. I am 100% ready for this matchup. I saw it on the schedule, and there's very few matches where I just throw my name on the commentary sheet. But I was just like, all right, this is my match. I'm commentating this match 100%.
100%. Let's get some hype in the chat, some Drakes in the chat. Let's hype up our runners here for inevitably amazing and hype race. Let's see how our Lakitu skips go here. Clean Lakitu skip from BillyLJ. You love to see it. And bdef, unfortunately, taking a miss there on his Lakitu skip. BillyLJ going to be gone.
Lakitu is a bit of a strong bridge guard. He's really hard to get past.
Yeah, he can be very chatty at times, Lakitu. Sometimes I feel a little bit bad for him. He gets ignored a lot, so occasionally it's nice to see him talks to once in a while. BillyLJ lining up for bomb clip now. Nice grab in the gate. And that's star number 1 for BillyLJ. bdef making his way through BOB now, going to be attempting his first star of the day bomb clip and making his way through the gate. And that's a clean bomb clip for bdef. Good start for both of our runners today. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to see bdef play. bdef is somebody that I have known for a long time in the community. I think I've one of the first people that I raced on Twitch at least. Well, I guess at all. I guess I'm not really racing many Mario 64 players in real life, but I mean, I started racing with a few people online, and he was kind of in that small group of people. I wouldn't call it a clique because it was very whoever wanted to join could join, but it's good to see bdef playing again. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I actually have a similar story about BillyLJ. Back when I first started running Mario in the first lockdown about 2.5 years ago, on my first ever Twitch stream, the first person to ever come in and chat in my chat was actually BillyLJ. And he actually gave me some tips on some of the stars I was doing back when I was running 16-star LBLJ. So bit of the background for both the commentators and both the runners here.
Yeah,
Nice
no bias, no bias. At least we have equal
no
bias,
bias,
right?
no, zero bias, zero bias.
Which, if you want to show your bias in the chat room, make sure to vote in the prediction. I think there's like 5 or 6 more minutes left on that at least. So if you have some channel points, you're gonna want to throw down this match because out of all the matches that you're gonna see in SM64, SMO, really anything in the next week, this is gonna be one of the like matches where it's like it could go literally anyway. Like we're in the PB range where like someone could PB by 4 minutes, someone could get a 120. Like you have no idea what's gonna happen.
Also, what I love about this kind of PB range is the different routes you can often see from runners, because obviously in this PB range, I think in the top level kind of runners are often limited to like 1 or 2 optimal routes. But when you're in sort of this level of PB range, you see a lot of different routes, and it's really, really interesting. So I'm really, really excited to see what kind of routing we see from our runners today.
Yeah, currently we're seeing the don't fall down and screw up route from bdef, going for that cycle. It's a pretty strong cycle. The main focus of this cycle is that you don't lose like a minute to falling down like 4 times on the cycle.
BillyLJ, unfortunately, commentator's curse kind of there.
Oh, that's the danger of not going for the not falling down and dying cycle. bdef making up a lot of time there. Slow and steady winning the race in this scenario, but at the same time, I know that BillyLJ has been racing and like running quite a bit more than bdef over the years, so I think in terms of like the practice and just like the general like having the strats down, BillyLJ definitely has the advantage, but we'll see if going for those stronger strategies are going to pay any sort of a price here as he long jumps past the star, unfortunately.
Both runners actually long jumping past the star there. Can be a very, very tricky star to line up and long jump into at times.
The worst one is in the CCM when you exit out of the bottom of the slide and the star is just like right there and you're like, oh, I'll just long jump to it, and then all of a sudden you're sliding and the edge is right there and it's a race.
That can be a very, very awkward moment. Agreed. BillyLJ lining up for a texture canalist now. Should be good, I think. Yeah. I'm going to take that. I think bdef chose Canalist as his first star, I do believe. So we've got 5 stars each here, neck and neck. Exciting stuff here on the Cool Cat Gang. And BillyLJ now going for Wild Blue.
That's the best part about these kind of races is you got like, it doesn't matter what PB it is. You know, you could have like a 100, you could have a 55, you could have a 49, you could have a 130. As long as the PBs are close, like the racers are gonna like very likely sync up at some point, right? Like yeah, somebody's gonna make a mistake here or there, and like occasionally someone just has like a runaway run that like can't be stopped, but most of the time you have like some back and forth. I don't know, speedrun racing is awesome. I love speedrun racing.
Yes, me too. The race mentality as well is a very, very important factor, and it's great to see good close races, and it's great to see leads change. So very, very fun. BillyLJ finishing up Swamp King here. Nice clean star spawn grab.
The fan is going absolutely wild in the chat for bdef right now. bdef supporters showing up. Singularly, at least, right now. Very wonderful to see that. We haven't seen a lot of copy passes in the chat. Typically in these events, we'll see, like, rhyming copy passes in the chat. I don't know where the like, are those just out of favor? Like, is the mojo gone? Like, do we not gain power from having copy passes? I've seen it a lot of times before.
A clear lack of copy passes in the chat. Wondering if chat can remedy this situation. Any rhymes for bdef, any rhymes for BillyLJ, there's got to be some.
Anytime I've ever seen a massive comeback in a speedrun race, it's because of the copy pasta train every single time.
Oh, exclusively. Like, without those copy pastas, runners will never, ever catch up. bdef waking the owl here. Base decision. Taking the owl, actually, like, Owless itself, like, even done very, very optimally, can only save between, what, 4 to 6 seconds at most, I do believe. So in a race situation, very, very good choice to take the owl, especially if your owless is definitely not consistent.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the, like, this strat saves this specific amount of time, because it's really hard to track, especially at, like, this level where it's like, how much time are they really taking on owless if they're doing it? And, like, you know, even if their like owl is slow, like grabbing the owl and flying into the cage, it's like hard to really go slow doing that, right? You just have to have like a decently straight line.
And it's a
Grab the owl
very
pretty
consistent. Yeah, it's very consistent. Both runners in their second slide now.
Yeah, bdef with a slight edge here. I think we could definitely call this one for bdef. I think there's no way BillyLJ will come back from this about 3-second discrepancy here.
A lot of time to make up, it is true. Hopefully Billy can make up some time here.
There's only about an hour of gameplay left, so.
Ish, yes, indeed.
I want to see a PB from bdef here. bdef is kind of cruising.
Yeah, bdef is indeed PB capable. It does seem. It'd be great to see another PB here on the Cool Cat Gang.
I'm sure he's been labbing it out. I'm sure he's been practicing, grinding. I mean, pretty much ever since the SM64 Open got announced, that's all I've seen anybody focusing on. bdef mentioned something about like a job interview or something, but I mean, that doesn't sound very important. I'm pretty sure that he's just been playing Mario 64 24 hours a day.
Agreed. A man that has his priorities in check.
Oh, BillyLJ jumping over the star. Yes. Juggler, you're in this race too. That's crazy.
I know. BL Juggler commentating his own race. Apparently, it is in fact true that BillyLJ and BL Juggler, very similar names, confuses some people. You're not the first to be confused by those names.
I don't know if anybody saw, but we actually had Bob Ross in an SMR race, not only racing but also painting on the webcam at the same time. It was pretty strong.
There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Applies to speedrunning to some extent.
It does.
BillyLJ now making his way through Dark World. Let's see how this goes.
Oh no!
Taking a death. At least it's early. If you're gonna die in Dark World, it's better to take an early death rather than dying halfway through or towards the end. So, bdef, a chance to catch up here. BillyLJ taking his time now, walking on the disappearing platform there.
I think I actually, like, oh my god! Okay, sorry, that was that's a little too close.
Lots of very close deaths here so far.
But I think I incorrectly called that lead for bdef earlier because I did not realize that he was doing Womps Fortress 8, which makes sense because bdef is a bit of a dinosaur in the community, so still stuck on the Womps 8. I understand it.
I've seen a few runners in this tournament opt for the Womps 8 and then do the double slide route.
Yeah, I can't get behind it. I mean, the only person that I know at a high level that does that still is Widit, and like I'm not really sure what Widit's deal is with Womps 8. I think it's just like stubborn. I'm not sure.
Is it only like it's not even that much of a time save anyway, though, is it?
Yeah, it's like half a second or something. Oh, yeah, but bdef with a terrible angle there on that long jump.
Long jumping between the yellow cheese platform and the level there. Unfortunately, going to take a death halfway through. Going to be a little bit behind now.
Yeah, not going for the don't die cycle there, unfortunately. I think that's the real key here in this race is, honestly, bdef needs to just go for the not die cycle. And
not die cycle. Not die cycle is a go-to cycle when we are talking about Dark World. It is true.
But I can understand it, right? Because BillyLJ is going pretty fast. He's doing some pretty high-level strategies. He did die in Dark World, and he's still, you know, quite a bit ahead even before that death from bdef there. So I understand the pressure here. bdef does not want to get knocked out round one. Tournament life on the line. It's kind of a big deal.
It's all about that race mentality again. Like the race mentality can really get to you when you're in a race environment. And strats which you can seemingly get like over and over again can just completely fly out the window, it seems. bdef taking his time at the end of Dark World here, not going to take any risks. Heading up to that upper level to grab his 7th red coin. BillyLJ going for a sky jump now. Let's see if he gets this. Nice approach.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, missing the island. Just didn't have enough height or speed there. Gonna have to back it up here.
Yeah, going for the poverty Iron top backup. Oh, getting the sword angle again?
Missing the backup.
Oh,
unfortunate.
no.
A chance here for bdef to regain some time.
BillyLJ, I don't know what's going on, but something about when BillyLJ is like entering the flying state, I think he's just like holding a direction or something on the joystick. Needs to probably just go neutral or something like that, but does make it over to the star eventually, but a pretty chunky time loss. That was like 40 seconds or so, which is pretty serious business.
An unfortunate situation for BillyLJ here. bdef clawing back a little bit of time. Going to be making his way into BOB now to make his attempt at a sky jump. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Yeah, so heading into CCM as bdef is just now heading over to BOB. Let's see if bdef's able to nail that sky jump. That's going to be really critical, but CCM's kind of scary, especially at this level. Wall kicks for work. Hopefully, yeah, we're just going to see not a pro strat here.
Yeah.
The backflip is super scary, even if you're Menace Monk.
Yeah, the backflip wall kicks will work. Wall kicks will work. It's a very, very tricky start, and it's just so easy to bonk on the wall and just fall to your death. I've seen it happen many a time. bdef taking a little tour around BOB here. Trying to line up to... Yeah, okay, I see. I guess bdef missing his first sky jump there. Unfortunately, not getting the triple jump. bdef taking his time in BOB here. Attempted to get sky jump. Opting to just go back and reset to try the strat again. Not sure if he knows the backup.
Sky jump is super hard, honestly. Like, especially when you're just starting out. Like even at like a pretty high level, sky jump can just sneak up on you sometimes. You're like, oh yeah, I got this angle, it's good, I got the right spacing. Then you're like, third jump just doesn't come through, and you just like fly into like the middle of nowhere, and it's like, okay.
bdef eventually getting enough speed and height to get up onto the platform there, and getting a nice box break as well. Great to see BillyLJ going for the CCM slide skip now. As always, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, you can follow our runners, you can follow our commentators. We get an exclamation point runners and exclamation point commentators in the chat. Please do remember to also go and follow the channel, and please help out the Cool Cat Gang and help increase interest in the SM64 speedrunning community. Great to see our community grow and expand with new up-and-coming runners.
So true. I just gotta say, shout out to myself. I'm a genius, and I finally figured out how to use our bot. I had it configured initially so that instead of triggering a cooldown, it would just post the command again. So every time it would put a command on cooldown, it would just post the command again multiple times. So we had a lot of interesting command spam going on, but that is fixed now.
Drake's in the chat for Sarah and you.
I used all 5 of my brain cells for that one. But BillyLJ here on the slide doing 100 coins. So this star is quite tricky. You got to collect the right amount of coins. If you collect too many coins, the star spawns super far up on the slide. You're losing a lot of time. It's hard to get to. And if you collect too little coins, then you have to redo the entire race altogether. So BillyLJ here with a solid amount of coins, exactly 85. This is where you want to be.
So with 85 coins on that last row of coins, there are 15, meaning you spawn the star as close as possible to that finish line there.
Yeah, really brave with that long jump too. Not even looking where he's going. Definitely in control. Has practiced that.
BillyLJ gonna be feeling good with that CCM 100. bdef going for some safety blues. Safety blues becoming a bit of a thing recently. Seen a lot of runners in this tournament go for safety blues.
I mean, I talk some smack, but I'm going to be really honest. I've done CCM 17 for like 2 years. Not because I do it faster than CCM 18, but because I'm like scared of doing the penguin race and races. So I could respect it. I could respect it, you know, as long as you have the coins in a comfortable position for you. That's all that matters.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. It can be very easy to miss coins on that slide. So if you do need an extra amount of coins going into the slide, as long as you can get the amount you need, why not?
Yeah, I'm interested. Like all these coins that he's deciding to skip. Oh man, that's so risky. He doesn't have enough coins.
Doesn't have enough coins. bdef gonna have to go around and do the race again. Missing 2 coins here. Is gonna be able to back it up and go around and get the remaining red coin on the bridge if he didn't already collect that.
I feel like
Opting to finish the race though. No, is going to leave. Yeah. Probably taking a moment to decide what he was going to do there. BillyLJ struggling a little bit with this approach. Not sure if the Shy Guy is going to be there. Going to have to back it up and probably take the pyramid start. Or no, go to the pillar, the other side of the pyramid, and just bop the bird.
I've actually been seeing this interesting strat in randomizers. It's probably not quite as good for vanilla because the star is kind of in the way, so it probably makes it a little bit awkward unless the star's up, I guess, and it's not too dangerous. But though a lot of times, since the fly guy's never there, you can't ever do the fly guy strat. So what they'll do is they'll go to the top of the pyramid where the like alcove is for the star, and they just like line up and do a backflip, and then like slide down and hit the bird. It's not a bad strat. I wouldn't be surprised to see beginners start doing it sometime in the future.
That sounds hype.
BillyLJ is not having a good time right now with the
SSL
what were we
living
going
up
for?
to its reputation.
Oh, we were trying to go
I
for
was watching bdef screen.
Yeah, because I saw him sliding down the side of the sand pit, and I was like, okay, so we're going for talons, right? But I guess what we were going for is actually top of the pyramid, which on the wrong side of the slope is not the place you want to be, but does end up getting the star. So on
Definitely
to
not.
plus full, pillar full, plus full, pillar
Accidentally
with pillars.
Pillar full. I would say pillar full. I just pillar star, pillar full, all the pillars. Okay, now BillyLJ gonna have to be really careful here. Quite easy to break your shell on these pillars if you approach them from a straight on angle. And also have to make sure you make contact with the middle of the top of each 4 pillars, because if you don't and you miss a pillar, you will have to go around and search for the pillar you have missed and can lose a lot of time. Thankfully though, not breaking a shell and making contact with the top of all 4 pillars here.
Yeah, nice lag reduction too. Avoiding looking at the top of the pyramid while it's lifting off and exploding, using the Mario cam to look straight inside. Because that's one thing we haven't touched on, is this is the mixed division. So this is like the collection of runners that, you know, weren't quite up to snuff to make it into the either N64B division or the emulator A division. So you just combine them all into one. But these players are both playing on N64, so you know, even platforms here, both having to deal with lag.
Yeah, lag reduction when you're playing on the N64 is a big part of the speedrun in itself. Actually makes the speedrun a lot more challenging because of certain camera angles you have to use in order to limit the amount of lag frames that the game provides you with.
Oh my gosh, bdef, as we say that, not only eating every single lag frame on the way into BBH, but also taking the right door frame. And BillyLJ taking a death in LLL, that is not where you want to be, but I'm more interested, honestly, in bdef's decision making there. So we'll see if he does it again. But
did he not do the 2 C rights before entering?
Didn't do the C rights. Also took the right door, which a lot of people might not know. Oh my gosh, BillyLJ taking another death.
BillyLJ having a little bit of an LLL meltdown here. A chance here for bdef. See if he can make up some lost ground here.
But yeah, taking the right door on any double door, except for obviously on key doors because the animation is always the same. Your animation opening the right door is actually longer than opening the left door. It's like by frames, but when you multiply that with frame lag, it's like not a small amount of time. You know, it's like not a huge amount of time, but you definitely don't want to take the
Interesting.
Right door.
Commentator actually learning something.
Oh, he took the right door there too. It's so painful. Yeah.
To be fair, that door can be very easy when you long jump to those set of double doors to hit the wrong door.
Yeah, it is
So
definitely
that might
not
have been a mistake.
It's definitely not like it's not like an unreasonable mistake to make. Like I definitely grab that right door sometimes too, but that door in particular is even more annoying because not only are you losing time, but then you're in a different spot than you're used to kill King Boo.
Yeah. Can really mess up.
Yeah, but if you're going for like the absolute beginner strat where you're just ground pounding him into a corner, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. So bdef handling it beautifully there. And honestly, not that far behind here as we were going downstairs. BillyLJ only on 23 stars. Do we miss MIPS? I'm confused.
Good point.
I think we must have not
That's a
grabbed
very
MIPS.
good point. Yeah, maybe missed MIPS on the way in, got to opt to grab MIPS as a backup on the way out of LLL.
Yeah, because other than that, we're missing a star for sure. Unless we're doing LL 100 coin, which we're not doing. But opting to climb.
Singular fan in the chat for Billy. Menace Monk with a Team Billy and a Pokemon emote. Interesting flex.
Let's go. Team Billy without the prediction. A lot of faith in Billy there in the chat. I like to see that, Menace.
Okay. bdef unfortunately not getting enough of a long jump off of that pillar here.
Oh,
bdef walking up and down this pillar, trying to work out what to do. Gonna take a little trip up the pyramid.
No,
Oh!
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. bdef grabbing the pyramid star as a backup for the Fly Guy star there. BillyLJ getting his first Billy star as well. 21 stars to 25 stars. Still a lot to play for here, I think.
Oh man, don't we have Menace Monk in a race later? That's gonna be hype. Oh yes, right
We
after
do
this.
indeed.
Menace versus Corey is gonna be massive. I'm not gonna lie.
That is going to be hype. That is going to be hype.
I think out of all the like commentary matches this week in terms of like signups, I think the most people signed up to talk about Menace and Corey. So apparently the most two hype community members on the planet.
Agreed. Menace is a very, very hype community member, especially over here in the UK. One of the pillars of the UK speedrunning community for SM64, in fact.
Yes, that's what I think of when I think of Menace as a pillar of the community. I do love Menace. Menace is a great guy. Shouts to Menace. I'm contractually obligated to bully Menace if I'm doing commentary. Even if he's not around, you gotta make a Menace comment at least once.
Agreed. And bdef now going for the top of the pyramid star.
Yeah, I'm taking that lag we were talking about before.
Eating up that lag. bdef with... Oh, that's going to be 4 or 5 seconds lost there. Very easy to do if you go for the long jump to the star there at the top of the pyramid. It can be easy just not get your footing and just fall all the way down to that texture below. Not the worst situation, but that definitely loses a little bit of time. BillyLJ now finishing up reds. And bdef going for reds, it seems. Oh no, going to be going for the wingcat star.
Oh no, bdef taking a bonk on the fence here, trying to make his way
Very
back over it.
Hopefully going to make... Yeah. Going to need to back this up here. Another quick triple jump. Unfortunately, not getting the triple jump and taking a death in LLL. Lots of deaths in LLL today. You hate to see it. Chat, let's get some Drakes and some hype in the chat for our 2 runners here.
Maybe some hug emojis for bdef. I'm gonna be really honest. I feel like bdef could use a hug right now. This has been a pretty tragic run so far, but bdef trooping on through. BillyLJ
making it work.
For some reason, back in BBH, apparently we forgot Secret of the Books, or we're doing BBH late route. I'm really confused. Why does he still need 1 more star? BillyLJ forgot BBH 100%.
Interesting routes here, maybe.
No, it's 100% accident. There's no way that his route is to go downstairs and then come back up, get BBH, go back downstairs. But when you're in a race,
nerves.
Yeah.
Race nerves may be taking into a factor here. That race mindset, it can really get to you sometimes, and you can even forget stars. Apparently, it does happen.
Yeah, we were in LLL, and I was like, where are the stars? And then, yeah, it turns out, here they are. BillyLJ.
So that's where that star went.
Oh, my God, okay.
I don't know why. It was King Boo he missed, not the books.
No, he didn't grab either. He had to get both.
Oh, he didn't grab either. Just straight up skipped BBH.
Yeah, BBH skip.
Interesting. I wonder if it's because he normally runs 16 star.
I think
maybe?
it's just you're in a race and you're like, I gotta go fast, and then you're like, all right, time to go downstairs, and you forget that BBH is the stage.
Bully's living up to their name a little bit here with bdef. There we go.
Wow,
one more
what an
big Billy
epic
for BDef.
boss Billy just defeated. If only there was a showcase soon where he could beat more of those. That's actually a really good idea.
Are we talking about an all bosses showcase?
Possibly.
Darren Mew? Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know. I just build the schedule and run the show.
First,
I have no idea what's going on here.
First, I've heard about an all bosses showcase here, but might be a thing.
Yeah, it might be a thing happening today at 10:30 p.m. UTC, right after the Menace Monk quarry race between two epic runners. Might happen. Wasn't that 2 years ago? Yes. I felt kind of like a jerk posting that on ZS's thing, but I don't know, it's just too perfect. There's a couple times this week where like people were like, oh man, what if GTM commentated a race? And then I was just like, Cool Cat Gang VOD where GTM comments the race. And then like ZS is like, we thought of this cool new category called All Bosses, and I'm just like, All Bosses showcased by Okami BW 2 years ago. Like CCG did it.
BillyLJ now taking his first star in DDD.
The old showcase wasn't even a race. We couldn't find two people to race it, so it was just Okami. ZS bringing life back to All Bosses. You love to see it. All Bosses deserved a category extension like 2 years ago, though, so I'm glad it finally happened.
I have to say, it's the first time recently that I've heard about All Bosses, and it does look like a really, really interesting run. I might be taking a look at that myself, actually.
Yeah, you get a lot of, fast stars. You also get a lot of cool stars. You battle IROC, you beat King Boo, you gotta kill King Bob-omb.
21 raiders from the Mr. Wa have joined. Welcome on in, everyone. We have a fantastic race underway for you all today. Welcome in, Mr. Wa. Hope your stream went well.
That's a pretty sweet raid we just got, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but Drake's in the chat, hype in the chat. We love to see it. BillyLJ now getting his submarine star. One more star remaining in DDD. Whilst bdef makes his way up to the volcano, opting not to go for lava boost.
Understandable. Oh my god, bdef, all you had to do was grab another pole. No, you tried to skip the pole.
Not either not getting the pole or missing the pole skip there, because I know when I used to do the star that way, I would try to go for the last pole and often miss the last pole in that fashion. It can be a very tricky pole to line up with, but might have just been trying to skip the pole. Let's see here.
I almost feel like bdef. Oh my gosh. Okay, that.
Nice.
All right. I can't say I agree with the pole decision making there, but I respect it. I think bdef might have heard my comments about the don't die cycle and is maybe trying to be a bit of a badass. I don't know what's going on, but we've made some decisions so far in the rest of the race that I'm just like, man, if only we didn't die. But BillyLJ here going for the red coins. The early cycle not looking possible at this point, but early cycle is hard. I don't like it. The star is probably one of my least favorite in the run.
I think at this level, when we talk about Fire Sea, it just comes back to that don't die cycle.
That's pretty much the whole game at the 100 to 110 level is just don't die. Like this much running, you would never want to see in like a sub-hour speed run. But if you're just going for like 102 or like 101, just run up the slope. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just chill. You're gonna get there.
BillyLJ opting not to go for the wall kicks there. Going to take the long way around, committing to the don't die cycle. You love to see it.
I'm a huge fan of like, I don't know, not super like grinding a category or a game. Like if you just like see a game you like and you're like, all right, I'm gonna run this category, and like, yeah, you might practice it sometimes, but like, I don't know, just doing runs of a game and even just like figuring out stuff yourself, even if other people have already figured it out, like, I don't know, it's just fun to do. As bdef is completely staring down a bunch of lag here, but is attempting the lag reduction here, so we'll be saving a bit of time, but...
Has opted to take a lot of lag though, staring straight at that submarine. unfortunately, but at least we saw a little bit. bdef, definitely an appetite for lag here. So much lag.
The thing about the sub is it's really hard to reduce lag. Like,
yeah, it's very true.
Especially while you're like climbing up on the back of the sub and you're trying not to fall, and then you're trying to long jump at the start. BillyLJ getting
BillyLJ missing a throw, unfortunately. Yep. The worst throw you can miss, actually. It takes a long time. Oh, very low on the platform there. That could have been a disaster for Billy, but unfortunately staying on the platform. Plus we have bdef going for chests. BillyLJ grabbing key number 2, going to be heading up the stairs.
Mario,
indeed.
Are you guys in the SM64 Twitter community yet? It's kind of an exclusive group. I think you have to follow GTM to join it, which is you got to be pretty famous to follow GTM. Everyone is. What do you mean, Menace? I was invited specifically. I thought it was top secret.
Sarah New flexing his positions here in the SM64 speedrunning community.
I am kind of a big deal. I do follow GTM on Twitter. Can confirm. They added some new feature on Twitter, Mr. Wah, called Communities. It basically is just like, I don't know. It's like I guess groups on Facebook. It's basically the same exact feature, I guess, now that I think about it. So you can like join the SM64 community, and everybody theoretically in there should be talking about Mario 64, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. Come and say you're going to be taking a look. Hopefully we'll be allowed to enter the...
You can literally just click the join button. I was just kidding, but
I would assume so.
There's a post in there by GTM where he said, like, if you don't follow me, I will ban you from the group or something, which I'm sure he's 100% enforcing. GTM replied to me on Twitter, now a 1K viewer, Andy. Dang, I gotta go reply to GTM on Twitter. Haven't tried that one yet.
BillyLJ now finishing up Wedge World 100. Seemed to be pretty clean from what I could see. bdef taking a spill in Fire Sea, I think.
He just wanted to take out some Goombas. He's getting into some all Goombas practice, so I think it's pretty key.
Indeed, bdef does in fact run a variety of categories. I was looking at speedrun.com, looking at some stats.
Give me the details. I need the deets.
bdef is a runner of 1-star, 70-star, 16-star, and 120-star, but also some category extensions, 31-star, all Goombas, and all signs.
I did not know that bdef was an all Goombas enjoyer. I was joking, but that's cool, I guess.
No, actually, commentator did have a look, and actually is relevant.
Wow.
Actually, so he has a 26-11 in all Goombas.
What I meant to say is I 100% knew that, and that's why I brought it up, because, you know, I'm a galaxy brain.
Sarah Mew is in fact goated commentator, knows what he's talking about all the time. Love to see it.
SM64 game facts. Yo, I could learn a thing or two. I don't know where I first encountered SM64 speedrunning, but I remember it was like, oh my goodness, bdef can save this bdef.
Yes. Oh, just about getting back on the platform there. Good save.
Yeah, not even taking the double burn. But I don't remember where I first encountered SM64 speedrunning. I think it was either like some random forum post or like a YouTube video of someone doing bomb clip, but I was like obsessed with bomb clip. I just like had to figure out how to do it like immediately. I don't know, it was like the coolest thing to me. Like, I can clip through this wall in a video game, like, that's crazy.
I think my first interaction with SM64, I think I got stuck in a YouTube hole when I was watching Classic Tetris, like Classic Tetris Championships, and then that led to Games Done Quick, which eventually led to watching speedrunners on Twitch.
Classic Tetris is sick.
Yeah, which eventually led to me learning how to do Cannonless from a Chi stream where he was teaching his cousin or something like that. And that was the first time I decided to try a star.
That's very cool.
Mm.
Very wholesome. BillyLJ here in Wet Dry World, finishing up 39 stars. Going to be heading over to THI as bdef is just getting ready to enter Wet Dry World himself. So this one kind of getting away from bdef at this point, but we are heading into some pretty rough stages here for BillyLJ.
BillyLJ, THI can cause a lot of trouble, as this commentator knows all too well, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the THI. I mean, we're going for beginner secrets here, so this initial part isn't going to be too dangerous. The one thing that I'm worried about is obviously the island jump. Like, that is a bit dicey.
Taking a burn here, gonna cool off his butt. Head back on up here to try and grab the tree to make his way up to that last secret.
I think one of the most fun parts about watching this race is like a hardcore, like, you know, SM64 enthusiast is like, I don't know, it kind of puts things into perspective a little bit, because sometimes we get like caught up in watching only like people with like 49s and stuff run the game, and we're like, oh man, missed one wall kick, I'm the worst player ever. And then you realize like jumping to that island is hard. Like, you know, like getting a triple jump wall kick at all is like something that, like, starting out in this game, it's like, it's not something you just do. Like, it's not something you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna triple jump wall kick and get this ledge grab and then, like, you know, do whatever afterwards. Like, all of these tricks and strats are very difficult.
Yeah, it's something you do realize going from viewer to player as well, that in fact this game is very, very difficult.
Oh yeah.
And it's so exciting to see. This is what I like about watching the kind of matches in this kind of PB range, because you actually see a little bit of that and how tricky this game can actually be.
Yeah, they're not good at hiding it yet. I mean, like, the more advanced runners, they're really, really good at, like, trash talking themselves, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, they'll literally get like a 49 and be like, my run wasn't that great, you know, I'm not living up to my potential. And it's like, other people literally have been playing the game for like 4 years or 5 years, still haven't gotten to that level yet. It's like,
yeah,
come on. Like, you're gonna tell me you didn't do good? Like, come on.
I think my favorite example
what is
of
that? Sorry.
Oh,
That glitchy double jump there from bdef was so weird.
I was going to say, I think my favorite example of like high level runners being kind of upset about their runs is like when you watch Queen Suiji running 16 star, and he'll get like he'll make a mistake in a star, and literally, even like as an experience, like even as a runner of the game, you would see 0 mistakes, but then Suiji would finish the star and it was just like, that was slow. And literally you could see like no mistakes, and it was maybe like one dusty rollout or something like that.
Suiji's a monster. Suiji is actually a machine. bdef with a really weird angle there for that triple jump, but does get it, as BillyLJ is in the 3rd easiest stage in the game, which is actually one of the harder upstairs stages. This is the one I was really thinking about when I'm saying we're coming into some hard stages. We got a lot of mountain clippage. We got to make sure we don't bonk or hit any invis walls. There's just a lot of perilous jumps and angles, and even just getting the star in the alcove is pretty scary.
Invisibles and invis ceilings are plentiful, especially in the upstairs part of the speedrun. bdef now 2 more stars in Wet Dry World, I do believe. And BillyLJ going to be making... What star he's going to go for here? Let's see. Going for the 2nd mountain clip star.
bdef is getting some really bizarre double jumps. We're gonna have to identify his cartridge after this. Look at the data. See if any bits have been flipped.
BillyLJ going for the very cool slide kick waterfall strat there. Very cool strat. I like that strat a lot. Very, very consistent. BillyLJ, decent TTM so far. Got 38 stars to 45 stars. Got reds coming up from BillyLJ. Going to be taking his time on the mushrooms here. Very, very easy to fall down from the mushrooms here.
They are scary.
One wrong rollout or one missed step can lead you to take a death.
was actually avoiding the lag pretty well there. Having some issues with this red coin and not getting the C right in. A little bit disappointing, but I mean, I guess we'll give BillyLJ a pass. The lag on reds on console is so hard to deal with.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like one of the worst areas. That particular area of the game is like got to be one of the laggiest areas in the game. Is it because of the vine texture, or is it just because of the platforms coming out?
I couldn't tell you. I would guess it's probably just all the
everything together, probably.
Yeah, the entities like around there, like a lot of items. There's moles throwing stuff at you. There's a lot of stuff going on there. If there's more than about 4 items on the screen, the N64 kind of struggles.
Too many sprites, too many things. BillyLJ wrapping up TTM now. We're going to see a breeze full, I imagine.
Okay, this jump from bdef. Oh no!
Oh no! Unfortunately, taking a bonk, taking a def in THI. Very tricky jump to do, as Seren was just saying earlier.
Yeah, it was a little bit apprehensive.
Jump too late, you just fall straight down. Jump too early, you just bonk on the island. It can be very, very difficult, unfortunately. So bdef, second attempt at secrets here. Whilst BillyLJ makes his way into Snowman's Land. Now, we're going to be seeing the Snowman's Head star here. One of the trickiest stars for me personally. I don't know. BillyLJ, I think he was going to go for the triple jump strat there, but not getting the first jump on the slope. And this is what I'm talking about. This kind of wall kick can be very, very tricky. Unfortunately, Billy getting it second try there. And getting a decent Snowman's Head. When I run this game, once I've got that star out of the way, personally, I feel a lot of relief because I've had so many runs tied to that star. It can be very, very easy to mess that star up.
I've never lost like 2 minutes on that star and gotten really frustrated and yelled at my TV and wanted to turn my console off. Never happened. Oh, BillyLJ going for the casual strat. Let's go. Trying to find the entrance. Cannot find the ceiling.
Cannot find the holes through this ice. What would you call that? Igloo fortress thing? I don't even know what you'd call that.
It is indeed an igloo inside of the igloo. Or no,
yeah.
No, it's the... Wait, what is
the
it called?
igloo is a different thing.
No, it's called the deep freeze. Yeah,
deep freeze.
It's an ice block, I guess.
Ice block of some sort, yeah. I've always wondered what the actual like name for that structure was.
I would call it an ice block.
bdef, one more star to get in THI now. BillyLJ gonna take 2 jumps to jump over the mountainous range of Snowman's Land here. Good clean start. Can be very easy to bonk on that mountainous range and slide all the way down into the water. So great to see BillyLJ getting up and over that.
Oh, Kopitz out for blood. Chucking bdef right off the edge.
Throwing bdef right the way down the mountain.
Oh my gosh, Kopitz is just edge guarding, dude. Kopitz is playing melee out here. He's just like, you are not coming back up here, bro. And unfortunately, bdef not using Mario Cam C down, going around that corner, and the camera there is absolutely abysmal. If you are playing this game in any capacity, you're doing the star in the way bdef just did, Mario Cam C down after you pass Kopitz. That's what you gotta do, 100%.
Based decision, based decision. BillyLJ now doing the Snowman's Land red route, so no TTC 100 from BillyLJ.
Flawless Toad talk from bdef, no punch. Remarkable.
Drake's in the chat, clean Toad talk, no Toad abuse today. That's what we love to see.
Oh, I complimented him on his Toad and he backflipped into the star. No, bdef.
Gonna be making his way into TTM now.
Devastating. I still don't know what a wave dash is.
BillyLJ making his way through. Going to be taking a quick hit to that bully there. Knocking him down. Nice star.
Oh, the long jump. Nice he misses.
Oh no. Oh, bdef. Taking a def in TTM on that attempt to long jump over to a nice strat though. I do like that strat and it works. It's a good strat.
I don't like that strat.
Do you not?
I would literally rather see someone do the pause buffer box jump strat, which is like the most cursed thing I can imagine.
Oh, I've never even heard of that or seen that. That sounds weird.
You definitely should not see or know about it.
Okay.
It's essentially just you grab the box and then you hold left and you pause a bunch until you are about to hit the ground and then you hold right. And it's like, yeah, you can do that, but it's absolutely unnecessary because, like, I don't know. You have so it's like extremely lenient.
Harder. That sounds much more complicated.
It is quite unnecessary, but I don't know. Pause buffering is very powerful.
BillyLJ making his way into HMC now. BDef making his way up Tortle Mountain. We're going to be getting the top of the mountain star, or we're going to be getting the waterfall star. Let's see. Top of the mountain star. Nice triple jump dive into the star. This is it. BillyLJ opting to go for the floor clip star first.
Oh, the fly guy twirl to the mushroom star? Yeah, that is pretty powerful. It is extremely slow, though. bdef here opting to go for top of the mountain first and then going for the alcove star breathtaking view from the bridge, which you don't want to do because, again, console lag. When you add the cage to the mix, you get a bunch of lag frames.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is definitely, like, noticeable, too. So, like, for example, if you go for this wall kick here, which it looks like bdef's going to just go for the slide kick strategy or the long jump strategy, which long jump's harder. What are we doing? Okay. Even bdef doesn't know what to do. Oh, the break dance!
Okay, break dance.
He's default dancing on BillyLJ, dude.
Unseen strategies here in the Cool Cat game. I
don't even know what's going on. Oh my god. No, bdef!
Attempting to jump to the waterfall star, missing the waterfall star, and taking a quick dip, a quick shower in the waterfall. Wow. Well, but yeah, commentator. Oh wow, lots of damage here for bdef in TTM, unfortunately.
The fact that bdef is still moving Mario at this moment is commendable. The fact that he just got stuck on top of the monkey cage and then got an invis wall, like, oh my goodness.
Oh no, guys, we need some big support in the chat for bdef here. He is pushing on. He is carrying on this run despite all of the falls, all of the slips, all of the trips. Come on, bdef.
There's a lot of forces at work here stopping bdef from securing the W. I can tell you that much. I know that bdef in the call previously said he was feeling a bit sick, apparently dealing with remnants of COVID or perhaps the beginnings of COVID. So
yeah,
I mean, bdef showed up to play. I hope that he's feeling all right.
Maybe get some hearts in the chat for bdef here. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Billy taking a death in HMC.
Yeah, BillyLJ. I can't tell what that was. Was that a void going over a wall?
I think he fell in the hole. I'm not too sure. I was looking at bdef's screen. bdef getting the mushroom star. You love to see it.
Ooh, ledge grab skip from BillyLJ. Nice.
Good, nice clean start from BillyLJ there. Going to be heading up into Tippy now. Healthy lead for BillyLJ. Very cool. As always, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, do remember you can follow your runners and follow your commentators. If you get an exclamation point runners, exclamation point comms in the chat.
I just gotta say, I think that bdef has made every possible mistake in the books in TTM. Like, every single slip up that's possible to happen has happened. Like, I guess we haven't had the hat taken by the monkey. Maybe go battle.
Maybe going for all of the mistakes here. Actually,
all mistakes. New category session. All mistakes. Every single mistake ever made in a Super Mario 64 speedrun. ZS, get on it.
Yes, and Menace Monk has just posted an exclamation point 70 league in the chat. That is right. The first weekend of February starts the 70-star league by Cool Cat Gang. We have a Matcherino fund. If anyone has any spare funds, and they can go and contribute to that fund to give our runners and give our participants a little bit of financial compensation for their efforts, that would be great.
Yeah, we just started fundraising for it. We kind of want to get a head start, so we haven't really announced it on Twitter or anything like that. So you can actually donate $6 right now and be the #1 competitor ever to a CCG prize pool, which is kind of huge, kind of large.
That's big.
We're hoping a prize pool will get like relatively large, right? We want to support the pro gamers in the community. We have literally everybody in the league is going to have a sub 50, which is pretty sick in my opinion. So I'm pretty excited for that.
High level runners in the league indeed. Billy, unfortunately, in Star previous did take a bop from one of the fly guys there and fell to his death. Very unfortunate. Gonna be going for Cruiser here. Nice movement up to Cruiser. Unfortunately, Commentator's Curse not making that wall kick ledge grab. Gonna get it second floor. Can be awkward.
Gosh. We are all the way down.
Gonna maybe back it up with reds here, I would assume.
I think the backup there is you grab the bob bomb and then you do like a big bomb just to assert dominance, and you go over to the heart and then you go again. That'd be my play.
Fair. Interesting strategy. We'd like to hear it.
Unable to nab this red coin.
Unfortunately, not grabbing this red coin can be tricky to get, especially on a run. Commentator often has trouble with that himself.
This zone is just so stressful. I can feel BillyLJ's pain right now.
Ledges, textures, platforms everywhere, and with the nerves and feelings going, can be very, very tricky to navigate this maze.
And I gotta say, shout outs to Maturino and the Mr. Whopper kind of pushing me over the edge into using Maturino. Maturino is super nice because I can crowdfund prize pools and I don't have to touch any money. Like, I don't touch any money, which is fantastic because I hate dealing with people's money. So all of your money goes directly to Maturino and then gets paid out to people via PayPal at the end of the tournament. So shout outs to Maturino and Mr. Watt for making it so I don't have to deal with people's money. I really appreciate that.
bdef now with an SL Reds. And BillyLJ going for what star? Let's see what he goes for.
It's called Maturino. You can check it out at that link.
BillyLJ going for Cruiser again now. Cruiser star is a very, very easy star to get stuck on, especially in a race kind of scenario. BillyLJ very consistent with that long jump wall kick. Unfortunately, not as consistent with this wall kick ledge grab here to get up to that upper level, making it second time round. See if he gets the leap of faith here. Nice.
Mr. Wo's putting me on blast right now, saying I technically won his bingo tournament. What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean I technically won? Damn.
Okay, we have bdef exiting out of SL here. Only has 52 stars. I would assume bdef wasn't going to go for TTC 100s. Would guess he would have 53 stars here. Maybe opting to go for some other stars instead.
Oh, we're 100% going for TTC 100. bdef is a power gamer.
Drake. Love to see it. BillyLJ
that's
getting a clean tricky triangles.
I don't like how bdef approached the bunny there. So the bunny will always run like slightly to the right side of the center of the room. So in my opinion, it's always better to just kind of go from the right side, kind of angled towards the rabbit. So the bunny's running towards you, not away from you, but managing to grab the backup there regardless.
Taking a quick bonk off the door before making his way. Let's see if we get another clean Toad talk here. Going for a punch, missing Toad though. Toad not getting abused today.
Yeah, Toad with the sick moves, dodging all the punches. Oh my gosh, the double backflip. Go onto the railing. This is a speed strategy right here. Check this out.
Love it. Gonna
speed
be
boost.
Sliding off straight into HMC.
Let's go.
That's the movement you want to see. BillyLJ gonna be going for this triple jump now.
Oh no!
Oh, unfortunately, just not getting the top of that flamethrower, getting the slope, and taking a death in Rainbow Ride. bdef now going for the floor clip star here.
I can't. This race has been like
It's been a journey. It's been a journey.
I can't wait. This weekend, we managed to schedule. I'm not even going to comment on that death from BillyLJ. We're just going to ignore that. It never happened. We had basically, you know, an open entry tournament, okay? And we had divisions. Some people, you know, when you join up, like, I will basically accept anybody that signs up. The only issue is it's kind of boring to put somebody with a 140 up against somebody with a 59. So what we did was we took, like, the last couple people at the bottom of the signups, and we're putting them against each other. So we've got people in SMO with 140s. We've got people in SM64 70 star with 120s, 135s. It's going to be an absolute adventure. I don't know what stars we're going to see. We might see the Bomb King come into play. We might see the Quick Race. Like, it's going to be an interesting experience. And so those are going to come up this weekend. I'm actually looking forward to this a lot. I don't know if anybody else actually is, but that's going to be the highlight.
I know I am. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that Mario action. It's the kind of Mario action you don't normally see if you're used to watching like high level runners. Is you just see a huge range of strats, a huge range of different abilities, and it just makes it very, very interesting. So can't wait.
It takes a lot of like self-confidence too to even sign up for a tournament. Like, there's a lot of people that I know that'll be like, oh man, I can't sign up for a tournament, my PB is too bad, and they have like a 56, and I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, like, just join and have fun. And they're like, nah, dude, I can't. I gotta win. And it's like, and then people just show up and they're just like, yeah, I got a 145. Like, can I play? It's like, sure.
At the end of the day, we are playing Mario and we are having fun. So it's more or less about having fun.
Word on the obscure stars comment real quick though. Please don't just troll your opponent. We've had issues with that in the past where we've had people that like have like a 10-minute better PV and then they start going for like metal cap and 16 star, and it's like, please stop doing that.
Yeah, we don't need to flex. Like, bdef going for the toxic maze star there.
Oh, BillyLJ.
Oh, Billy taking a bonk on those stairs. Very easy to bonk on those stairs and take a quick death. At least is a quick death. So I noticed bdef there got the Toxic Maze star, so maybe opting for that instead of SL Reds, because I know that's an alternative, one of the alternatives to TTC 100. You can go for Toxic Maze star, so maybe more comfortable with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And we have nice reds from BillyLJ.
I'm gonna be really honest, BillyLJ is like not that far off the PV pace. Like, probably not with the SOB or the average segments we're working with, but realistically, I mean, even with all these mistakes, BillyLJ is still on decent pace. Like, okay, yeah, I'm taking a death.
Unfortunately, commentator's curse there. BillyLJ taking a quick death, another quick death, and TTC easily done.
Because like, even if we were to leave TTC at like 103 flat, like this would still be like doable. But yeah, probably not gonna happen anymore.
BillyLJ entering TTC at time moving. See how he handles this. Pretty sure that was unintentional.
Yeah, time moving's not too bad. Even if you're not going for flippies, if you enter time moving, you should be able to handle this pretty well. You're gonna go up here, do a side flip wall kick, jump over, do a triple jump dive over to the platforms, or even just go around. That's also an option.
Yeah, as long as you've left like get a hand or one of the stars, one of the 3 stars in this kind of area here, you should be fine.
And the thing about entering moving too is you don't have to wait for the clock, right? Like, if you're like, oh man, I'm scared, I want to enter a time stop, and you have to stand outside the painting for like, you know, a few seconds long, which those few seconds add up. So, oh, grabbing the pole, bdef. I love this.
Good strat.
Oh,
very
no!
Consistent. Unfortunately, not jumping off at the right moment.
Trying to cut corners a little bit too much there, bdef. The thing about this pole climbing is that not only is he climbing the pole, but he's also staring at the entire level and eating so many life frames. But at this point, I don't think we even care for bdef. I think we're just like, all right, the end is in sight. I have 59 stars. Now I got 60.
Yeah, support in the chat for bdef. Let's go, bdef.
do love
Be great
bdef.
to see bdef close out this run here. BillyLJ finishing up stomp on the Thwomp there. 3 more stars for Billy.
Worth mentioning as well, bdef has been helping a little bit recently and plans to help a bunch in the future with alleviating some of our technical difficulties we've been having recently. So huge
Drake's
shout outs to
in the
bdef
chat.
for
Shout outs for bdef. Drake's in the chat.
yeah, I get a lot of people like saying like, oh man, Saren, you do so much stuff at CCG, like I appreciate everything you do, and like I literally couldn't do any of this without like everybody that shows up for like commentary and the people behind the scenes doing the tech setup and everything like that. Like there is a lot of people working on this, like highlighting VODs. Like it's not just me, trust me. Like I appreciate the kind words, but there's plenty of other people here that you need to be appreciating as well.
On the flip side, it also couldn't happen without you, Saren. So let's have some Drakes in the chat for our Saren Mew.
God damn it.
bdef struggling here on the reds, I do believe. Making his way through the very cryptic vertical maze here.
Oh, the double wall kick for bdef, that was hot.
Billy using the platforms to climb up TTC here. Gonna be going for... Oh, doing that strat. Safe. Doing a very safe strat to get a hand here. Probably just from wanting to close out the race here. 69 stars.
Yeah,
One more star for Billy here.
That is a very important shout out, is Catnique working really hard to make this custom software that helps me. Basically, if we didn't have this piece of software, our breaks would be like 20-30 minutes a time, but instead they're like 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, we would just be chilling watching ads for half the stream if it were for Cat. Just saying.
Shout outs in the chat for Catnique. Making things efficient here on the Cool Cat gang.
And while I'm at it, I also want to shout out iMac for working on all the graphics, like all the logos you see, all the overlays, even some of the like videos and stuff we work on for Twitter, schedules and stuff like that. Like I couldn't do any of that without iMac. Believe it or not,
BillyLJ hit. Oh, gone.
I was just gonna say, believe it or not, Cool Cat Gang is pretty much volunteer like powered, 100%. But yeah, BillyLJ is in Sky. That is pretty important to talk about.
Nice. Taking the triple jump dive here to get on the rotating platform. Going to be going over to the seesaw platform here, onto the rotating elevator. Triple jump up the slope. I imagine going to be double jumping over the planks here. No, going to be going for... No, okay. Just using the camera here to line himself up. I thought we were going to see like a moving left there, which would have shocked and surprised me. But opting to jump over the planks there. Nice clean sky so far from BillyLJ. And making his way on into the pipe. Let's see if we can get 3 clean throws here. Billy on track to close this out.
bdef is just trying to impose on the haters. Technique. Also, we probably skipped Cruiser, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I presume so, yeah. Which means bdef gonna need every star in TTC, I would assume.
Yes.
Billy getting 3 clean, quick throws there. You love to see it. Going to be closing out this race with a low 107 time. I believe it's going to be a 107.06. So 107.06 for BillyLJ. Let's get some Drakes, some hype in the chat. BillyLJ taking the W here.
Yeah, very good game by BillyLJ. Putting in the work, rolling with the punches. Having significantly less mistakes than bdef, but definitely had to fight through a lot in this run. Both players just kind of getting beat up by the game today. I'm not gonna lie, but
the game can be a beast.
Oh, the backflip wall kick strat.
Nice.
All right, nice.
That's a nice strat. Nice strat. Nice strat.
Yeah, not getting the super crazy ending, but bdef knows his moves. He's played some Mario.
Are we gonna wait for bdef to finish out the run before we take a post-match interview, or shall we?
We'll get BillyLJ in here. BillyLJ is.
Let's get BillyLJ. Billy.
Do an interview.
BillyLJ, if you can unmute your mic if you'd like to do a post-match interview.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, Billy, congrats on your W. How do you feel?
Not too bad. I thought mid-game was pretty okay. Standard tippy meltdown, but yeah, good stages, bad stages. I thought overall okay.
Good. Well, congrats. You have definitely taken the win here in the Cool Cat Gang 70-star Open. You're going to be moving on to the next round. Awesome work. Awesome work.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting out for bdef to let's get some support in the chat for bdef here, pushing on with his run, closing it out. You love to see it.
I can't tell if bdef wants us to let him finish or not, but we're definitely going to force him to finish because this is a very powerful run. We have to see the conclusion 100%.
I'm hyped to see this. I think that might be time moving. I'm not too sure. That is time moving.
I thought with the camera for a second he was just gonna go for fluffies or something, but that would have been crazy.
Let's see how bdef navigates his way through a time-moving slow star here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Going to be grabbing that star there. Awesome work, bdef. 4 more stars to go for bdef. I'm interested to see how bdef navigates his way through TikTok clock. We've seen some very, very awesome movement from bdef today. Definitely been very entertaining.
Can I be third commentary while I'm here?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Why not? Why not?
Nice.
As always, guys, remember you can follow the racers, you can follow the commentary, and please do follow the channel. Remember to click that little heart at the bottom of your video player. Help out the Cool Cat Gang and help to increase the SM64 speedrunning community and help it grow, help it expand, so we can keep events like this going.
Oh, events like this are going to go forever. Like, there's never going to be a point where like SM64 speedrun tournaments are just going to die forever at this point. Like, there's been some gaps before, but like at this point there's enough people in the community just running one-off tournaments and like people returning to run tournaments year after year that like it's just you're stuck with it. Like, this is happening now. Like, this is just the thing. But we do appreciate the support.
I noticed bdef has significantly more lives than me. I ended with 1.
I'm not sure how that's possible, to be quite honest. bdef perhaps going off on a tangent to collect lives when we weren't looking. But bdef has definitely had some pitfalls.
We do know that bdef loves his category extension with the all Goombas and things like that. Maybe going for some 100 unique live strats. Who knows?
Even before the freshman 16, it was pretty healthy, West Dog. I mean, remember the Squid Invitational happened, and we had the Ruby Mill tournament, and we had the Soda J tournament, Emerald Course tournament. There's been so many tournaments that are just like a lot of people didn't even hear about, because it's just like one person just like, oh, I'm gonna run a tournament, but like those are so good for the community. Like, just like showing up and hosting like a random like there's so many tournaments I pop into, I'm just like, oh, the Christmas 70-star German tournament, like, yes, of course, I totally heard about this. Like, you literally can't keep track anymore, even if you're like looking for them. It's crazy.
bdef now 69 stars, 1 more to go. Let's get some hype in the chat for bdef.
Let's go, bdef.
Pushing on with this run, finishing up. We love to see it.
If I don't see a sea of Drakes when bdef defeats Bowser, I'm gonna be extremely upset. I just have to say that. Soda's 16-star tournament was legendary. I got knocked out first round of Super Nintendo Fizz, I think. Partially because I jokingly asked Soda if I could commentate my own race because there was no commentators and he let me. And it was as bad as you would possibly imagine.
Is there a VOD of that anywhere?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope so. I don't know. I don't know what I believe, except for I do believe in bdef's ability to succeed here in Bowser in the Sky. Taking a little bit of slowdown here on the slope. Will we go for the triple jump dive?
bdef.
No.
No. Taking the long way around.
Yeah, doing the not die strat. I like it.
Getting it done. Don't die cycle. Don't die cycle. It's the cycle you want to see.
I'm convinced we're going to see moving right side here. We'll see if bdef opts to go for it or if he opts to go for something like the pole jumps. We'll
Holds
see.
in the chat for moving right side.
I believe.
Taking his time.
Certainly moving here.
These banks here.
Very nice.
He is moving.
Block jumps? I don't even know what to call that strat. I feel like there's no like one name for that strategy. I think most people call them block jumps.
I'm pretty sure I call it a different thing every time I talk about it.
Have we seen anybody take the big pole in this tournament? I don't think so. Maybe once. I'm a big fan of the big pole.
I seem to remember someone taking the big pole. I can't remember what race it was.
All right, we are in Bowser. That was a pretty uneventful.
Pretty good sky. Pretty good sky. Don't die cycle achieved by bdef. You love to see it.
This is going to be 3 for 3, 100%.
100%. Holds in the chat. Free throws bdef. Let's go bdef.
Okay.
A little bit of a limp throw there. That's fine. He's closer to the bomb. Closer to the bomb. Yep.
Yes.
Buffered Bowser throws. It works. It works.
That counts as 1 for 1, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's gonna hit. Yep, that's 2 throws.
Nice.
Nice regrab. Going for the next bomb along.
No.
Probably going to be too far away.
Pretty good attempt though.
Good attempt,
off target.
One more.
Oh no. Okay.
One more for bdef here. Come on, bdef. The finish is in sight.
Yes.
Let's go.
GG.
Where are those Drakes, chat? Where are those Drakes?
Pretty good.
bdef here, finishing with a time of 1:15:39. Great job from bdef here. Pushing on, finishing it out. We love to see it. Brilliant race from both of our runners here. So some very interesting movements, some very hype strats. We love to see it. BillyLJ moving on to the next round. bdef, unfortunately, going to be now out of the competition. But thank you for joining us. Amazing race. Amazing race.
I asked for a sea of Drakes. I got 2
sea
Drakes.
Of Drakes.
Let's go.
Two Drakes. Two Drakes.
I'll take it. That's a lot. That's a lot. Chat, you're overwhelming me here.
Stream of Drakes, maybe. We'd love to see it. Oh, one more. 3 Drakes.
Let's go.
They're coming in now. They're coming in. They're coming in.
We do have to get rolling into the next match pretty quickly. A pretty hype one. Menace Monk versus It's Me, Corey. Guys, if you are ready for a hype matchup, please stay tuned. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. As long as we don't have any tech difficulties, which surely we won't have any. And we will see you for the rest of the night. I think we've got like a few more races going on tonight, so check out the schedule, exclamation point schedule. We'll be back in 5 minutes or less. We'll see you then.
See you in a bit, guys. Thanks for having me. Bye.